Hey, Joe.
Hey, Chris.
How are you?
I am doing tremendously. It is bitterly cold outside. It's snowing, but some of us, we're committed. We're here on the Game Time Decision with the professor, with Dan in the other room, and Jack Saturday. So
Yeah, the studio is buzzing today, despite missing a few core guys. The table's pretty empty.
you know what? But our hearts aren't. Clear eyes. What is it? Full hearts. Can't lose.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Something like that.
But you know what? We're here. We're here to talk about sports because that's what we do. I don't care if it's snowing, raining, thundering. We don't care because we're committed to our fans, all 5 of you. So maybe more, maybe 20. I don't know.
Maybe.
We don't know.
And this is a huge week for the Patriots.
It is a huge week. This is the test. We're going to Denver without Gronk, without Amendola. We got Floyd. Let's.
I think the questionable list is like 20 guys, maybe 25.
Yeah, that's what Bill does. He dinks with the he's like, well, I don't know. Maybe they're like, they may play, they may not play, but offense, defense, special teams, and then that's it. That's Bill.
The typical press conference.
But Dante Hightower traveled with the team. He'll try to give it a go. Floyd probably not going to play much this week since we just got him, and the Patriots system is
Yeah, we got him from the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals.
They picked him up. He was on the waivers.
Yeah, he was. They released him after he was charged with the DUI. But
we don't care down New England.
No, we don't care.
We don't care.
I mean, 3 years ago we had someone kill a guy, but so you can get a DUI. That's fine.
Once is okay, right?
It was actually
no. Once isn't really okay, but
hey, if football players play football, if you can help the team win, that's fine.
let's just keep it separate.
Yeah.
We'll just keep it separate.
Well, I think he'll have him on a short leash. If he screws up,
send him to the Browns if he screws up.
Yep, just like Jamie Collins. We catch you drinking again, you're
on the Browns.
You're on the Browns.
The Browns are going to be the sickest team in the league. The more the Patriots screw around.
Yeah, exactly. So but this is the test. Brady always had a difficult time in Denver, but the offensive line looks really good this year. Friend of the show, Joe Thuney, has been tremendous.
Joe Thuney, we love you. Dave
Andrews been playing well. Dante Scarnecchia has Marcus Cannon looking like he's Joe Thomas out there. So this will be the test though. No Gronk, but it's really hard to say.
Tyler, you got any thoughts? Oh, no.
Michigan?
How about you, Mark? Any thoughts on the Pats? Oh, no. Oh, okay.
It's snowing out. I can't be here. I melt when but yeah. Those guys aside,
do you think the secondary will be able to contain Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas?
I don't. I mean, they have Trevor Siemian throwing on the ball.
It's going to be an offensive battle.
Yeah, they have Siemian throwing the ball though. But then again,
any bombs to Hogan Sunday?
Yeah, I hope so.
Tomorrow, yeah. We hope.
I hope so. I will be in New York tomorrow, so be watching the game from there. Going to a Knicks game, Knicks Pacers. That'll be fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I don't know what to expect from the Patriots because they should beat Denver, but they're playing in Denver, and where Brady has sucked.
Yep.
I think that's the only team he has a losing record against, or the only stadium he has a losing record against. So
let's take a look at the history.
So yeah, it's been ugly. They still have Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware, Chris Harris, Aqib Talib. Brandon Marshall will be out, the linebacker. He's pretty good. Since last year they lost, Malik Jackson. The other, who else did they lose? They lost another guy on defense. But that aside, it's still going to be a test. This week is huge because this could knock Denver out of the playoffs and give us really a track to the number 1 seed because last week beating the Ravens.
What was the last time the Pats beat the Broncos?
I think it was in Denver or in general.
At Gillette, it says
they beat them
November
in 2014.
Yeah, it was a 43-21 game.
Yeah, Edelman returned a punt for a touchdown. But when's the last time we beat them in Denver? I don't know.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
I know we beat them in 2013. They came back from a 21-0.
We lost last year in the playoffs.
Lost last year in the regular season.
We lost in the regular season. We lost the year before, or we won the year before in Gillette.
We won.
We lost
in Denver
in the postseason.
What was that? 26-16.
Correct. And we won in 2013 and 2012 in the regular season.
Was that in Gillette or in Foxborough?
That was both in Foxborough.
Exactly. You see a trend. The home team usually wins.
Let's see. Won again in Foxborough in the playoffs. That was a Super Bowl.
Oh,
right?
no, that was the year we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was the year.
That was with Tim Tebow.
Yep, that was 2012. And we beat them in Denver in 2011. December in 2011. So
but you also
18th. Look at that. So it's going to be the 5-year anniversary.
And you know who was quarterbacking that team? Tim Tebow.
Because tomorrow's the 18th, and that was the 18th.
It's the real debate is
was it Tim Tebow?
Yeah, that was Tebow mania. The question is Trevor Siemian worse than Tim Tebow?
Oof.
I mean, I think he's a better passer, but Tim Tebow, he always found a way to win.
He did.
I love Tim Tebow.
Yeah, you see, he hits dings now. Yeah.
Yeah, I have his shirt back at home. He was on the Patriots for a hot minute.
Do you have any Kirk Cousins shirts by any chance?
Of course I do. I mean, he's Kirk. It's like saying, do you have?
Oh yeah.
It's like saying, do you have a kitchen in your home?
Oh.
Do you have a refrigerator? It's I think it's like a must-have. It's like
yep.
You need food, water, and a Kirk Cousins jersey.
That's right, minus the Kirk Cousins jersey.
Oh.
And so you said you wanted to, I don't know if it was rant or discuss or talk, whatever you call it, about the Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics. Last week, I said how the Celtics are better with Isaiah Thomas. After the past week, they lost a lot of games. Then Isaiah came back and they won. Could that be that Isaiah is the missing piece? I don't know. But more what I'm saying is, moving forward, Isaiah's going to need to take a beta role. Because right now, he's their number one scorer, and he's loving it. And with the team we have now, it's fine. If you want to be a meddling middle of the conference team, that's fine. But if you're going to take the next step, Isaiah is going to need to be your third or fourth best player. Because you're going to need to bring in a guy like a DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins. We know someone who likes DeMarcus Cousins. Someone may be sitting next to me right now who likes DeMarcus Cousins.
Yes. Oh, I saw this story. I'm not really 100% sure on it. How he flipped on a beat writer.
Yeah, it was something about his brother.
Yeah, can you look that up, Chris?
I can.
I
just also like to mention to all the fans out there that we will not be having a double dribble this week.
Stop and Shop needs people.
It's Christmas time. Stop and Shop's busy. We know both the hosts, so I think one's a manager, one's an assistant manager or something. I don't know, but they need to be there to tell the other kids to work.
I mean, yeah, look at them, 17 years old, and
they've been working there for 6 years, something like that, 8 years each.
Yeah, they've been working there since they came out of the womb.
Yeah, so
they were born in Stop and Shop.
Stop and Shop needs them as much as they need Stop and Shop. So
they are to Stop and Shop is what Tom Brady is to the Patriots. Everything.
Right. So no double dribble again. That sucks. But what can we do?
I can give you your basketball minute.
Right. So here we go. DeMarcus Cousins unleashes profanities at B Report. I don't even know what the B is. In the latest attempt to control the media.
Ooh.
I wish we could. I might be able to link in the audio for this. We might have to censor. So we'll just avoid it. But basically. Yeah.
You can look it up. It'll be on the internet somewhere.
It's probably all over the internet. I mean, it took me 3 words into our buddy Google to find it. But basically, I guess he said something about his younger brother in a bar, Jaleel. And he's an athletic and public figure. He was arrested, and I guess some guy, that reference really ticked off our buddy DeMarcus.
Well, he has a hothead. The guy's known for character issues like some other people in this room.
So he said, this guy Ferrillo said, Ferrillo? Yeah, Ferrillo. Ended the column suggesting Cousins and Barnes, he's talking about his brother, find better places to hang out. And, that raised some issues, especially since our buddy DeMarcus said, we're going to have some real effing issues.
Well, I mean, out of the mouth of babes. And, I mean, if you want to get to that, because, I mean, DeMarcus Cousins has been known to have character issues like me.
Hey.
But that's
everyone at Game Time Sports Network has wonderful character.
Who depends on who you ask.
Everybody.
But basically, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's calling him out and his friends and his family. But I think DeMarcus Cousins really wants out of Sacramento, because they're a terrible organization. They haven't made the playoffs since he's been there in 6 years. And you're literally just wasting talent on a very unstable team, unstable organization, unstable ownership. So I think that he's just taking out his frustration.
Oh, I mean, I can see why he's mad. I mean, this is a private thing. He probably doesn't know too much about it. I mean, he might know a little, but, the media is buzzing around. The B is buzzing around. Hey-o. And if I was DeMarcus, I wouldn't want to hear anything. I'd want to keep the talk to basketball. That's what his job is, to play basketball. And when people if people start asking me stuff like that, I'd react maybe in a little bit less of an explosive way, but still, like, I'd be frustrated.
Oh, I certainly agree. Listen, DeMarcus, if you listen to the Game Time Decision podcast, you're friends with Isaiah Thomas. You will love Boston minus the cold weather right now, but we're a great city. And
most of us can deal with the cold weather.
Yeah, most of us.
Most of us.
So, some of us
roughly
can.
Half.
Yeah, two out of every 4.
Yeah, and well, I mean, what do you think it would take to get him?
It would take, I don't know, with more actions like this, he might be.
What other NBA teams would pursue DeMarcus Cousins?
Depending on the price, I mean, almost any team would, I guess. But I think the Celtics are the team with the need and the pieces to go get him. I think it would take an Avery Bradley, maybe Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and a Nets pick or two.
Some picks.
Yeah.
Always throw some picks in. Put them up on top.
Yeah.
So
Those Nets picks are really what's going to get him.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown shown flashes.
Like our buddy Tyler said. He said at Thanksgiving, New York, we're thank you for the picks. You set up our future. So.
Thank you, Billy King.
We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah. The Nets, along with like 10 other teams, are fighting for the worst record. The Nets, I think, are 4th right now.
It's a tank battle.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the website Tankathon?
No.
Should check it out right now. It's literally a website where it has every team's odds of like winning, odds of like getting the number 1 pick and
really?
updates. Yeah, it's called Tankathon.
I wonder do they do it for just the NBA or?
I think
they have the NFL.
Yeah, they have it for the NFL.
Oh, look at that, Cleveland. 0-13.
Not bad.
Jeez.
Yeah. You know what sucks for the Browns? They never suck enough when like a franchise quarterback's there. Like if they were gonna be,
RG3 got a touchdown last week.
Oh wow!
Hey, that's a step.
I mean,
that's a step in the right direction. Just to interrupt real quick, I think his flaw is that the guy doesn't know how to get rid of the ball. He just holds on to it.
Oh, I know. When you're
he's scrambling and running around, he gets buried with pressure, and he just holds on to it and gets buried, or he chucks it out.
That's the problem with him, because if you're gonna be a scrambling quarterback, you're gonna need to
sling it.
There's 2 types. You're either the Michael Vick, who's like a smaller guy, but he knows how to avoid tackles, knows how to slide, and knows how to get rid of the ball, or you're just going to be a big bruiser like a Cam Newton who's 6'5", 260, and you can take a hit. But if you're going to be a 6 foot, 190-pound scrambling quarterback, you're going to need to take a page out of Michael Vick's book and learn how to scramble or avoid getting catastrophic. Yeah, exactly.
There was this play last week, and do you remember who they were playing last week?
Was it Bengals?
Yeah.
Very dirty team. Very dirty team.
Last week they played
Bengals.
The Bengals, yes, you're right. They were down 20-0 before the half was even over. But I remember this play. Barnage was doing like an out pattern from the line, and RG3 had I'd say 5 seconds to just put it in his hands. He was wide open. All the secondary went out because I think prior where he ran a go pattern or something so he drew out the safeties in the corners. Barnes was wide open for the first down, and RG3 just stood there. He just ran to the sidelines and just stood there. Barnes he could have had an easy first down at 10 yards, but RG3 just stood there with the ball, and he just got clobbered for a loss of yards. I think that was when I shut the game off.
Well, that's why the Browns are 0-13.
It's just sad. It's just sad to watch.
Yeah.
So they rightfully so are at the top of the Tankathon board. So great job.
Who knows? Maybe their fortunes will turn if they trade for Jimmy Garoppolo.
So Sacramento, as of now, is looking at the 10th pick.
And what about the Brooklyn Nets?
The Nets. They're third.
But it's the
there's
lottery.
An arrow pointing to Boston. I don't know what that's all.
Because that means the Celtics have that pick. So even though the
Oh, yeah. Right.
So the Celtics own that pick, and if you go down, you'll see.
We also have the 20th.
But that's going to Brooklyn.
Oh, it's the other way. Right. It's the other way.
This year, so 2014, it was just we have their picks and our own. Last year we had their pick and our own. This year we'll swap picks, and then next year we'll have both our pick and their pick. So
wow, wonderful.
Brooklyn keeps sucking. And so I don't know. The Celtics haven't been playing well, but they have the assets to make a trade. I think, last week I ranted on Dave Dombrowski. I wrote an article about why he should be fired.
Yep.
And someone asked me, a friend of mine says, why are you...
Was it Phil Perry?
No, it wasn't Phil Perry. I would like to get him back on, though. He was very good.
Yeah, he was. We love Phil Perry.
We do love Phil Perry. does great work for Comcast Sportsnet, always gives great insight. But my friend asked me, he's like, why are you so against trading prospects in baseball and so in favor of trading everything for one player in basketball? And the way I look at it is, Mike Trout, unanimous best player in baseball, right?
MVP.
Of course. In every year, he should win the MVP every year. He's only 25. He's the best player. You put him on any team in baseball, you look, Angels. He had a 10 WAR, the highest WAR in the MLB. Team still was in last place. Team was still terrible.
But one man in basketball
You put LeBron James.
is huge.
Look at LeBron James. He's on Cleveland. They win 63 games. The year he leaves, they win like 19 or 20. Then you go for the next few years. They're terrible. He comes back, and then they win a championship.
The biggest impact a baseball player can have is like a starting pitcher, but still they only get to pitch 1 out of every 4 games.
Exactly.
So it's like obviously a basketball player is going to be worth a ton more.
That's why, like, I'd rather like, there's always a phrase like ponies for a horse. Would you rather have 5 good players or like 1 or 2 excellent players? In baseball, I'll take the 5 really good players. But in basketball, I'd rather have 1 DeMarcus Cousins or 1 LeBron, obviously, or Steph Curry or Kevin Durant over like Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Kelly Olynyk. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm against trading all these prospects in baseball. But basketball, you can't win with 5 good players. You win with 2 or 3 like top all-star players. Because if you look at Miami when they won those championships,
you need to get 1 or 2 superstars. Hopefully, like at least 1 superstar, and then you need to have good guys coming off the bench.
Yeah, like if you look at Miami, they had obviously LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, and then the rest of their players were role players. But you can win with 3 great players. Baseball, you can't win with 3 great players. That's the thing.
No, you can't.
So that's my stance.
You know, like even like 3 like aces. If you have 3 aces, well, great. But if you can't hit a ball, your team's going nowhere.
Exactly. Look at the Indians. They
Kluber, Carrasco, Salazar. And then especially if you put all your stock in those pitchers and God forbid an injury occurs, you're screwed.
Yeah, and like another thing with like baseball, you're gonna even the best teams will still lose 40% of their games.
Oh yeah,
like because
you can't win it all in baseball.
No, where basketball you pretty much know. Like
you can predict champions 3 years in advance.
Exactly. So that's kind of my philosophy. You trade everything for the guy in basketball. You don't trade everything for the guy in baseball because there really is never the guy because baseball is the quintessential team sport. Where
baseball and football.
Yeah.
I mean football you need a quarterback.
Yeah, football other than quarterback, one player's not going to win it for you, but you put Tom Brady on any team, they're going to be decent.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of my philosophy, and I think a lot of people agree that basketball, you go for the guy. Baseball, you build a team. Because look at the Royals 2 years ago when they won the World Series. They didn't have any superstars. Johnny Gomes, who played like 4 games for them, was in the minor leagues, was like, Cy Young Award, we beat him, not on our team. MVP, we beat him, not on our team. So you don't need that in baseball. You just need a solid collection of good players and a well-balanced roster, where basketball, you don't need to be balanced. If you're top-heavy, but you have 3 of the top 10 players in the world, you're going to win. So that's my thoughts, and hopefully those Nets picks can get us there.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so
anything else you want to talk about?
I'm gonna refrain from picking the Pats game because I don't like to pick them, but I don't know. I have a feeling that the Patriots team could be putting it together.
Speaking of picks, geez, that ship kind of sunk. And we're sorry about that. If you want the truth, it was that I never really wanted to do that segment, the Pick'em Show. I loved Nick Rufo's articles on the fantasy player predictions. I love those, and I wish he still wrote those. He said he was going to take a break. I don't know what he's doing, Nick. You're probably going to listen to this, so hey, we miss those articles. But the Pick'em Show. That Cam and Joe wants to do some picks, which I'm fine with because, it's just us 2 right now. But the Pick'em Show that was Cam, Hutch, and Tyler, like, I kind of figured that was going to fall apart, and I did my best to stretch it. But I feel bad saying this, but it's kind of been a waste of time. I know Joe's been pretty accurate, but other than that, we've been all over the place. So you'll probably be seeing those episodes disappear very soon. Joe, what do you got for picks?
I'll give you a few picks. I just want to say I go 3 for 4 every single week. So
yeah, you've been generally accurate, but like it's tough to put time together to do both, especially when the people who quote unquote founded the Pick'em Show were only on the first episode.
Yeah.
So, maybe in the future, just like for sake of planning, maybe we could just have you or whoever's here give their thoughts on the podcast
Yeah.
rather than.
Go through, shoot a whole video, make a mess of
But
this.
but at the same time, it's like, do people want to listen to a whole podcast and then listen just to get to the picks where they could just I can just find the picks here? Oh, great, I can watch a minute video on picks. Probably not, but we'll do what we can, right?
All right. So
we always do what we can here.
Yeah.
At the Game Time Sports Network.
We always give it all a roll. So my first pick, the Jets plus 2.5 at home against the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Jets. The Dolphins, I think they're a fraud team, and whenever you have the home team, as underdogs, you kind of have to go there. So I'll go with the Jets. Upset the Dolphins. Next pick, you have the Steelers on the road. They're favored by 3.5 against the Bengals. Bengals stink, terribly run franchise and organization. Marvin Lewis sucks. So and I think that the Steelers are in a tight race with the Ravens.
Yeah, I got the Steelers.
Yeah, so I'll take in the Steelers there. Next, I am going to take the Ravens at home minus 6.5 against the Eagles. The Eagles have just been on a terrible downward spiral.
Really, 6.5?
Yeah, 6.5.
Wow.
But they're at home, and I think they showed a lot of resilience against the Patriots. They're at home.
Oh yeah, they started coming back.
Yeah. So they're at home. I think they're going to take it out on the Eagles, who have just been a mess recently. What have they lost? 5 in a row, 6 in a row, or 5 out of 6?
Something like that.
Yeah, the Browns own that pick, so something to look forward to as a Browns fan.
Yeah,
But
hopefully it's not another Trent Richardson or Johnny Manziel.
Oh, yeah. Third overall pick with Trent Richardson, but enough Brown sadness. You guys still have the future. You're probably going to end up with like the number 1 overall pick and another top 10 pick. But take the Ravens there. They're at home. I like them. Next, I'm going to take the 49ers.
Okay.
They're underdogs by 13.5 points at the Falcons.
13.5.
You know what? Whenever a team's underdogs by that much, take it. They might lose by 10, 11. Who knows? But I like that pick. And then my last pick is going to be the Panthers playing at the Redskins. And the Redskins are favored by 4.5. I love the Redskins. I think it's going to be a 3-point game. So I'll take the Panthers at the points.
All right. Bold.
So my score prediction
for a Kirk guy, I thought you were going to take the Redskins.
Well, my score prediction is 32-29, the same score as the Super Bowl when the Patriots played the Panthers.
Okay.
And I have the Redskins winning, but if it's at 4.5, I'm going to take the Panthers. Redskins have been in a bunch of tight games recently. But those are my picks. Do with them with which you like.
Yeah, solid
Probably
picks.
go 3 out of 4.
Hey, yeah, you never know. We'll follow up next week on those, maybe, if we can get a show out. Speaking of next week, it is Christmas Eve, right?
Christmas Eve,
Saturday.
next Saturday.
That's next Saturday. So you'll probably see an update from me on the site. If you remember, that's GameTimeSportsNetwork.com. If you only see us on Twitter and YouTube, I think that'll do it for today.
That'll do it for today.
Joe, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for being on, Chris.
Oh, yeah,
It's always a
absolutely.
pleasure.
So to all you fans out there, have a wonderful Christmas if we don't hear from you, or happy holidays in general.
Yeah.
So that'll be it. Thanks. Tune in next time.
Thank you.